It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears coming up next.
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. You know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. But come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does is it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
Here's Tua to open with a throw. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. That one good for 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Throwing again, it's Tua. Now a screen set up for H.N. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
You know, the reality is a lot of times bubble screens are just added on to a traditional run. And you're saying to the quarterback, don't hand the ball off if you don't think it's a good look. But what you're not counting for is that he decides to throw it out to the bubble and you end up losing yardage.
That's taken in left side by Smith. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and 2, Tagovailoa. He's going to pick up the first down and more.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And in motion is Berrios. They'll stay on the ground with H.M. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Williams. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Swift. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And right to the 25-yard line. That is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Miami.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open, and if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. You did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Tua to throw again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and a yard. In motion, it's Waddle. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On first down, Tagovailoa. Catch made there, that's Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long. Back to throw is Tua. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. To throw is Tua. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua, give it to Achan. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Here's 2. Good blocking, and he's in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins are out to a 10-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, they'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Completing that one to Carter. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen. Williams to throw on 2nd down. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
The Bears are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. It is brought in the end zone. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 10-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. First and 10. Tua gonna throw. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Tua now on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, we're Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Williams. The rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Now Williams. Looking middle and complete with Allen.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Williams. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll run with Swift. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. A little closer. Here's second and goal. One more time, they try Swift. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Waddle. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Third down, 3 to go. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. On second down, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That's to Odunze again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give up the middle with Swift. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Throwing is Williams. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. We forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Taking off. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Throwing again, Williams. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now,
oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
so much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's taken in by Achane.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run up the middle with Achane, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He'll try to run for it. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Now it's Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Achane. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Notification. 55 minutes for 60 minutes.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Here's Williams now to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. They walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.